Hello, my name is Shannon. Thank you for joining me today for this Vinyasa practice. So the word Vinyasa in Sanskrit means to place in a special way. And the theme of this class is going to be really about moving with intention. So moving our body with intention, following our breath as we do our movements. And as we move with intention on our mats, this helps us go throughout life to also move with intention. So we don't need any props today, and we're going to start in a wide-legged child's pose. So let's bring our big toes together, knees are out, and slowly drop down, forehead on the mat. Starting to tune into your breath and notice how your body is feeling today, always with no judgment. Softening down, taking this moment to give yourself some gratitude for having the intention to come on your mat and do something that is good for yourself, good for your body, good for your mind. Now let's take a full deep breath in through our nose and a gentle sigh out. We're going to walk our way up and turn our hands so our fingers are facing our body, and you can adjust to what feels good to you. We're going to do a little stretch to our forearms. So once you get your hands in position, drop your head and just gently sort of round your back, coming backwards slightly till you feel this stretch in your forearms, your wrists. Just sort of release and soften into it. And if you'd like, you can even find a little bit of movement right and left. And release. We're going to come into tabletop position. So our knees are under our hips, hands are under our shoulders. And once again, we're going to move with intention. So we're going to do some cat-cows with rotations. So let's start out by inhaling, arching our back, and then bringing our hips to the left, and then rounding our back as we exhale, bringing our hips to the right. So we'll continue with this movement, following your breath. You can also move your head around, noticing how your neck is feeling today. Keep following your breath. Maybe you're starting to establish your Ujjayi breath, where you gently constrict the back of your throat as you inhale and exhale through your nose. And then when you're ready, let's go the other direction. Now we'll pause and center. We're going to tuck our toes, maybe bring your hands a little bit forward to come into downward facing dog. Let's bend one knee at a time, looking right and left. And then when you're ready, you're going to bend your knees and really press your chest towards your thighs, curling that tailbone up, pressing through the base of your fingers, and gently reach your heels towards the mat. You can always have a bend in your knees. Your heels do not need to touch. Let's take a few breaths here. On an inhale, we're going to bring our shoulders forward over our wrists, from the ball of our feet, and then exhale back to downward facing dog. Let's continue to do this movement Just noticing how it feels to have your weight through your hands. Always following your breath, moving with intention. And the next time you come forward, we're going to add tapping our knees and then back to downward facing dog. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Let's do 2 more. Now we'll slowly walk our feet towards our hands, placing them hip width distance apart. We're going to go into dangling pose. So you can have a bend in your knees, clasping your elbows. Let's find a little movement as we relax our body and our head. And then we'll place our hands somewhere on our legs, inhaling up into halfway lift, extending our spine. Exhaling down to forward fold. And on an inhale, let's rise all the way up to standing with our arms overhead, looking up, breathing. And then we're going to open up our right arm to the back, looking back, keeping our hips forward. So we're reaching our arms apart, getting this twist. Inhale up, looking up. Exhale, let's open up our left arm, keeping our hips forward, so we're working on this twist in our spine. Inhale up. And then exhale, we'll bend our elbows, squeezing our shoulder blades, tucking our chin, pausing and breathing. And then inhale our arms up, palms together, hands at heart center. We're going to bend our knees as we fold down into a forward fold. And then place your hands somewhere on your shin, halfway lift on an inhale. Exhale, folding down. And then we'll step back into a plank pose. We're going to lower our knees, top of our feet are on the mat, and gently bring our chest and our chin to the mat. Inhaling into baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just take 2 breaths here. We'll walk our feet back to our hands once again. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, rising all the way up, looking up. Exhale, opening up our right arm as we keep our right hip forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, opening up our left arm. Inhale, up. Exhale, bending our elbows, squeezing our shoulder blades, tucking our chin and breathing. Inhale, arms overhead, hands to heart center. Let's bend our knees as we fold forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Step back to plank position. Now this time you can do knees, chest, chin, or you can keep your elbows in and lower down. Going into cobra or upward facing dog. And back to downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here. Now we'll lift our right leg up into 3-legged dog. And then slowly bring that leg forward in between our hands. Our feet are hip width distance. Gather your balance so we can come up into a crescent lunge. Pausing here. And then once again, we'll open up that right arm. Maybe bring your heel a little bit over the ball of your foot to keep your balance. Inhale up. Exhale, opening up our left arm. Inhale up. Now let's bend our elbows and tap our back knee up and down. Your knee doesn't have to touch the mat. Just sort of moving in that direction. And then we'll very slowly open up into Warrior Two. So with intention, placing your back foot so it's sort of parallel to the back of the mat. Front foot is in line with your back foot. We're going to inhale our arms up as we straighten our front leg. Exhaling down. So following your breath in this movement. And then we'll pause, glancing over our right middle finger. And then we'll drop our back hand, reaching that right arm up. And then bring that arm to our front leg, reaching the left arm up. And we're going to go back and forth with our arms, keeping our feet where they are. And then very slowly, we're going to open up into star pose. So heels are in, toes are out, arms are overhead. Let's bend our knees and our elbows and then back up. So exhaling down, inhaling up. And the next time you come down, let's pause. Placing our hands on our thighs, we're going to dip one shoulder at a time. Maybe you're starting to feel your heart rate going up, moving that energy around in your body. Now back into star pose. And let's take our right foot, turning our heel so it's parallel to the back of the mat. Going into that Warrior Two once again, and we'll move in and out of that Warrior Two. So we're bending our front knee, bringing our arms up and down. And pausing. Now keeping our front knee bent, we're going to drop our back arm, reaching that left arm up, and then dropping it to our front leg, reaching the back arm up. So getting this movement in our spine while we engage our leg muscles. And then we'll slowly drop down, bringing our hands to frame our front foot. We're going to go back into downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths. Now we'll lift that left leg up, pausing, and then gently bringing it in between our hands, finding our balance before we come up into that lunge. Now let's open up our left arm, getting this twist. Inhaling up. Open up the right arm. Inhaling up. And we'll exhale, bending our elbows and our back knee. And pause. And then very slowly open back up into that Warrior Two. Moving in and out of the position. Now pausing with our front knee bent, let's raise our left arm up and release. Right arm is up. Going back and forth. And then we'll open up into star pose. So pausing in star pose, feeling our heart beating. Let's bend our knees and our elbows once again, up and down. And the next time we bend our knees, let's place our hands on our thighs, dipping one shoulder at a time. Back into star pose and opening up into warrior two, facing our right leg. Let's come in and out of warrior two. And pause. Let's drop our back hand, reaching our right arm up, and then drop our front arm, reaching our left arm up. So really reaching out of your waist, feeling this extension, this expansion. Now we'll drop our hands down to frame our front foot, coming back into downward facing dog. We'll do one last vinyasa flow here. So inhale, shoulders are forward. Exhale, either knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now we're going to drop our knees down and we're going to take our left foot forward to go into pigeon pose. So you can bend your left knee as much as you'd like. Let's have a little movement right and left. And then we'll take our time folding forward, completely relaxing. Let's slowly rise up, walking our hands to the left to get a little twist. You can have a bend in your elbows as you gently look back at your foot and breathe. And slowly release. Let's go back into tabletop. Move our hips a little right and left. And then we'll bring that right leg forward to go into pigeon on this side. So moving a little bit side to side. And then slowly folding down. Now we'll take our time coming up, walking our hands to the right, getting that gentle twist, looking back. And very Very slowly, we're going to turn towards the long edge of the mat so we can do a wide-legged forward fold. So take your time coming down, relaxing your legs. Your head can be in the air. You can stack your hands for your forehead, or you can drop your head all the way down. Taking your attention to your breath coming in and out of your nose. Now let's walk our way back up. Bending our right knee, placing our foot flat against our thigh. We're going to inhale our arms up and exhale, rounding down. You can place your hands on the mat, or if you'd like, you can clasp your fingers under your foot, gently pulling your foot back. And we'll slowly walk our hands back. Let's bring our right knee up, hugging our right knee. We're going to reach our right arm behind us, inhaling as we lift, exhaling as we twist. And slowly release. Let's straighten that right leg, bringing that left foot towards our right thigh. Inhaling up, exhaling, folding towards our leg. Maybe your hands are on the mat, maybe you're clasping your foot. And we'll slowly walk our hands back up. Let's bring our feet together, clasping our ankles, sitting up nice and straight. We're going to flap our knees a little bit. You can shut your eyes. And then we'll pause, pressing those knees down, reaching our shoulders down and back, relaxing our face. And release. We'll do one final forward fold in this seated position. So taking your time, letting your body round down. Maybe you're gently pushing your knees towards the mat. And then we'll slowly walk our way back up. We're going to turn to the short edge of the mat. With our knees bent, we're going to keep this little arch in our back. You can hold on to your thighs as you lift one leg at a time. So we're going into this boat pose. Now you can feel free to keep your hands on your thighs. If you'd like, you can extend your hands out next to your legs. So we're pulling in our belly. And if you'd like, you can also sort of lower a little bit, straightening your legs, lowering your body, as long as you keep that arch in your back. And you may even want to tap one toe at a time. And then we'll place our feet down and come all the way down. Let's straighten our legs, reaching our arms overhead, doing a long body stretch. And sigh and release. We're going to bend our knees and do a bridge. So you can keep your arms overhead if you'd like. Pressing through our feet, we're going to reach our pelvis up to the sky, gauging our glutes. And slowly release. Let's grab our knees, hugging our knees towards our chest, and do some gentle circles. And circles the other way. And we'll straighten our left leg, clasping our right shin, pulling our knee towards our shoulder, relaxing our feet and our face. And then very slowly with our left hand, let's guide that knee to the left, coming into a twist. You can open up your right arm looking right. Your left hand can stay relaxed on your leg. Make sure you're relaxing both of your legs. And we'll return to center, clasping that left shin, left leg, right leg is straight. Gently pulling this left leg in. This pose is great for digestion, putting a little squeeze on our intestines. It's also called wind removing pose, so good for decreasing bloating, getting rid of gas. Now let's take our right hand on our knee and gently guide that knee to the right as we look left, left palm facing up. And then slowly returning to center. Let's place the bottoms of our feet together to go into reclined butterfly. You can place your hands on your thighs and feel free to bend your knees a little or a lot depending on how it feels in your thighs. If you bend your knees more, you're going to feel a little bit more of a stretch in your groin. And then we'll help our knees up, placing our feet wide on the mat. Let's do some final windshield wipers, letting our knees fall right and left. And then take your time going into your final resting pose, Shavasana, toes falling out, palms facing up. Let's intentionally relax our bodies and our minds so we can integrate our practice. start to deepen our breath, finding some movement in your hands and your feet, and bending one knee at a time. Let's make our way back into an easy seated pose. With our hands on our knees, let's shut our eyes and take 3 deep final breaths. So breathing in fully through your nose, gentle sigh out, twice more. Bring our hands to heart center, bowing our heads, giving ourselves gratitude for showing up today on our mats, moving with intention, and coming home to ourselves. The light in me honors the light in all of you, and together here now and always, we are one. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's all move through our day and our life with a little more intention, and I hope to practice with you again soon. Have a beautiful day.